Okay, here we are, number 2. Lessons, thoughts, reflections. Blaming each other for where you are is pointless. You're in the same boat. How you got there doesn't matter. Well, you shouldn't have done this, and if you hadn't spent that, and if you hadn't quit your job, or if you didn't do so-and-so and got fired, you're in the same boat, and you better paddle, and you better start bailing water out, and you better encourage and support each other and tell each other it's okay, and affirm that, hey, I'm here, I'm with you, it's not you or me, it's us, because blaming each other just, it doesn't do anything. Yes, you want to learn from, hey, let's not do that again, but if somebody forgot to pay a credit card, or somebody, charged something and didn't see that it was going, or somebody lost their job or lost their commission sale or whatever, so you had done this, and if you had followed up with your customers and blah, 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 and we were counting on that money and the kids were going to do blah, 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 blah. Oh, great. None of that changes that it's where we are. We're in this together, and Connie and I, we're on each other's team. The number of times we have to say, look, I'm not your enemy. I'm with you. Like, we're in this together. Yeah, well, this sucks. Yeah, it does suck, but it sucks for us, not just for you. And dividing in the middle of a hard time and blaming. I mean, you've seen, was it Amazing Race and all these other things? That's what they count on. And shame, that's why people die in the woods. Shame, if I hadn't made this decision, if only I hadn't made that. And they sit down and just die in the woods rather than saying, okay, we made a wrong turn. Let's pull ourselves together. It's going to be okay. We're all fallible. We all can make mistakes. And let's take each other's hand and walk out of this thing, because otherwise it just goes bad.
If you're, first of all, you're in a marriage, you're in the same boat. You have to be. And if the boat is sinking, the boat is not sinking just partly. The boat is sinking.
It's not just your half of the boat that's going down.
And so you have to help paddle, dig the water out if there's a hole, patch the hole, whatever it is. You have to do it together. And one of the things you just said was about infallibility, or seeing other people's fallibility and realizing you're not infallible. When I had understood that, it totally changes your perspective and totally changes how you operate, not only in a marriage but in any relationship, when you realize that you have your faults. I was thinking of this, and I know we've talked about this before, that you always think about other people's, things about other people that bother you. But when you realize that you have little quirks and things you do or say that bother and rub people the wrong way, you're gonna give other people slack. And realizing that you are not infallible and being okay with other people's shortcomings and everything, you're gonna give them more grace and slack when you realize that you have things that you still need to work on.
Yeah, and two, this also, and I have this in my little reminder thing, speak faith. We're never going to get out of this. You've ruined us. I hope you know this has totally messed everything up. You don't believe that. Why would you say that? That's not your faith. You believe no matter what situation you're in. If we've fried this egg, God can unfry it. If we've scrambled it, God can unscramble it. Speak your faith, man. Just, and tell your spouse. And you know this, number one, I have the grace to get through this. We have the grace to get through this. It's going to be tight, and it might be 6 months of trying to fix this, or, okay, we might have to cut back on this, or it might be awkward to have this conversation, but let's pick up the phone and tell these people we have to tell them. We have the grace to get through it. But more importantly, we're going to get through it together. And there will still be us on the other side of this situation.
Yeah, so something happens, and, this is where I used to be. Something happens, and you say, do you know that's going to cost us, $600 or whatever? First of all, believe that you have favor, or, but, jumping to the extreme and being upset and, this is going to happen, this, and always speaking negative. Believe for good to, favor or a discount or something, but not just automatically jump into how horrible the thing is, but be in it together. And I like what you say about there's us on the other side of it. There's us.
Yeah, and one final thing, or not, at least for me, one final thing is this. You would say, Mike, I apologize, I put us in this position, like, I forgot to pay this bill, and we've got this fee, and we've got this thing. Apologize is immaterial. Number one, I know your heart. Number two, saying, well, Connie, why have you done this? Doesn't mean it doesn't cost us $100. It's our mower. That's coming out of your cut. There's no such thing. Or if I, didn't follow through on a thing and something happened, I say, Con, I'm sorry, I meant to call this person. Whatever mess I have created is an us mess. Whatever mess you've created, and so affirming us is huge. All right.
That's it.
That's it.